So last summer of July 2021, arguably one of the best updates in Grand Theft Auto Online was released, and that was the Tuners update. The Tuners update introduced a lot of cars that we've been asking for. It introduced some of the auto shop contracts, the auto shop itself, some very unlikable characters. With the new trailer that came out for the DLC, we were all as a community very excited to see all the new cars. We saw the Supra, the RX-7, so we were thinking, what other cars can we get? Can we get an older model of the Evo? Could we get maybe a BMW M3? Could we get a Camaro, a modern Charger? Could we get a Durango? But instead, we got this. No, 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 no!
The new Sultan RS Classic, which is basically a two-door Sultan Classic with...
Wait!
We got a reskin of an already existing vehicle. Not even a reskin, it's the same exact vehicle. The only difference is that the new version, if you want to call it that, is a two-door variant. And the other version, the one that's been in the game for about a year or two at this point, was a four-door variant. The Sultan RS Classic came in at $1.7 million, to be exact, $1.789 million, so about $11,000 away from $1.8 million. And the Sultan Classic, not the Sultan RS Classic, the Sultan Classic that came out with the casino update came in for about 1.7 million or 1.718 million, so about $20,000 above $1.7 million, so it's like maybe $70 cheaper than the Sultan RS Classic. So a $70,000 difference. So they're basically the same price. You gotta ask yourself, if we're paying the same price for this car, it's a two-door variant, is there anything different about it? Well, the answer is no. Unless you're counting the tuners upgrades are inevitable, considering all tuner upgrades have these upgrades, that being the interior upgrades, the hood upgrades, then no. Everything is the same. It's just a two-door variant, it looks the same, there's no new mods to it whatsoever. And it's a fact that the Sultan and the Sultan RS vehicles have been in the game since launch 2015. When you compare the Sultan to the Sultan RS, they're two completely different cars. It's not just, oh, well, this one's a two-door variant, and this one's a one-door variant. No, they're very different vehicles. If you look at them, there's a reason why you take it to Benny's to convert it, because they're two completely different vehicles. I would even argue that you can just take the Sultan Classic and you could have just taken it to Benny's and modified it into the Sultan RS Classic, because there's really no difference with this car. If you've seen this quick comparison between the Sultan Classic and Sultan RS Classic in a straight line, the Sultan RS Classic is a bit faster, almost unnoticeably faster by 0.10 seconds. 0.10 seconds isn't even really worth paying the same price for the same vehicle, essentially. And you can't tell me, oh, well, I bought the Sultan RS Classic because it's slightly faster than the Sultan Classic, meaning that when I race with them, I'll win a race against the Sultan Classic. Like, no, that's not gonna happen, because these are both sports cars. They're in the sports car class, meaning that with 9 out of 10 with sports races, everybody uses either a Pariah, an Itali GTO, or the Itali RSX. I've never seen anybody in a sports class race ever use a Sultan or any of the JDM cars that are in GTA. The only upside to the Sultan RS Classic, I want to say, is that you can use the Sultan RS Classic in the tuner races, but you can't use a Sultan Classic for tuner races. Again, it's basically useless considering that the Coleco is actually the meta for the tuner races, so the Sultan RS Classic is basically useless in those races. Plus, once you get used to the understeering, the Coleco is so much better around corners than the Sultan RS Classic at high speeds. Do I hate this car because it's ugly? Do I hate this car for the way it performs? Do I hate this car because of the modifications? No, no, and no. I hate this car because it's the same car from 2 years prior, and this car, and we could have gotten any other car besides this. We basically just got like a car that's already in the game, but with 2 doors instead of 4. This car is basically taking up space with a drip feed for the tuners update last year. I love the Sultan Classic though. That's like one of my favorite JDM cars in the game. But the Sultan RS Classic, it's like, what? It's just a 2-door variant. There's no real difference. Like I said, no new mods, no nothing. And if you like this car, more power to you. I just think it's kind of a waste. Just imagine it's like wanting the Evo or wanting the Charger or the Camaro for the tuners update just to get a car that's already been in the game for 2 years, just with less features. That's why I believe the Sultan Classic is more superior than the Sultan RS Classic, because you can fit more of your friends in the Sultan Classic than you do with the Sultan RS Classic. This is my little rant about this car. You know, I want to make this video for a good minute, and this is my little opinion about this car. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, like and comment, be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with me. Do you like the Sultan RS Classic? Do you hate it? Do you love it? You know, is your favorite car, least favorite, whatever. But yeah, with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.